Hi children, today I am going to discuss about the two concepts thrust and pressure. These concepts we are going to study in a gravitation chapter. In order to understand more about gravitational force which is exerting its force on each and every object of the universe. Let us know about those concepts which involved in the gravitational force: thrust, pressure, atmospheric pressure, buoyancy. Among that, today I am going to discuss about two concepts, thrust and pressure. Next, the question which rises in our mind, what is thrust and pressure? What is thrust and pressure? Let us discuss these concepts along with the examples. Next, the question is, what is thrust? Thrust is a force. Thrust is a force acting perpendicular to the surface of an object. Acting perpendicular to the surface of an object. So observe these two pictures. They, by red color, have mentioned the word thrust. Okay. So when we are studying about these, the working of the crafts in the air, we can easily explain what is thrust. See, in order to, for the movement of a rocket in upward direction, that means perpendicular to the surface of the earth, it needs some pressure or a force which is going to be exerted by the engines that they are using in that vehicles. So by observing these two examples, we can say that thrust is the mechanical force generated by the engines of the vehicles to move the vehicles or aircraft in the air. In this way also we can define what is thrust if they ask. So according to that, these examples we can say thrust is the mechanical force generated by the engine of the vehicles to move the aircraft in the air. Yes. Next, see, observe this picture, the missile. So, after observing this picture, you can understand that while constructing or while designing the any aircraft, we are going to give more importance to the mass of the object and how much speed it has to move and on what basis we have to construct. These are the points that they will keep in mind while constructing or while knowing about the acceleration of that objects. See, observe this picture, how thrust is exerting, how thrust is useful during its movement. And also they are designing the aircrafts using second law of motion also. That is, the force is depending on the mass of the object and the acceleration of the object. So how we can find the speed of the accelerated body? So by using that formula, Newton's second law, A is equal to F by M. And also we can say that in what direction the aircrafts are moving. That means at what angle they are inclined during movement of their upward direction or during in their downward direction. That also decides the speed. That means nothing but the acceleration of the object. Yes, after observing all these things, you can easily explain thrust is the one of the force, one of the force that we are going to apply on the surface of any object, but it is in the direction of perpendicular to the surfaces. Okay, so by observing this example, see here where they are used their thumb finger in order to push her, in order to make the nail to go inside the slab. That means which help us to understand we are applying the force perpendicular to the surface. That nothing but it is a thrust. Okay, next. So And also after knowing about the meaning and also knowing about this word thrust, we can easily say that we are going to see the application of this knowledge in the construction of a rocket. So by using this word or the concepts, they will construct, and that will make them to calculate the speed of the vehicles also. Next, so after knowing about this thrust, let us discuss about the other concept, nothing but a pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is a force acting per unit area of an object. It is also one of the force, one type of force which is acting per unit area of the object. Yes, see, observe this example which will help us to understand how the area of the object and the pressure depends on each other. See, observe first line, second line and third line. When they are, see the in first line, it is pinpointed, the area on which the pressure is going to be applied, no, it is pinpointed, but in second and third, little it becomes wider. That means it shows that the pressure on that surface will be less. That means reduces. That means we can also say, observe this example. It is help us to understand in a better manner. See, weight. See, if you consider the weight, if it is same, here I have taken two bricks. One is, they are of same weight, but when they are placed in a different way, the area will become a different. So, based on the first example, we can say that if the area is more, the pressure on the surface will be less. If the area is very small, the pressure on the surface will be very more. Okay? Yes. Observe this example in order to understand this. According to the law of liquid pressure, so when bricks are placed in this type, we can see how much they are sinked inside that pond, okay, or a bowl in which it contains water. See the depth in how much they have immersed in the water. The vertically placed brick, it went more deeper inside that water tub than the horizontally kept brick. So this can also be easily understood by this example. Look at this sponge. So on a same kind of sponge, when you place the same mass of bricks, when it is placed vertically, we can see how much pressure is exerting on the sponge. But when it is kept horizontally, due to the more area, that means area of surface, the pressure which is applying on that sponge becomes less. So that means we can say that the pressure is always indirectly proportional to the area of an object. That means surface area of an object. That means we can also define the pressure is the ratio of a force applied on that object to the surface area of the object. So the force depends on the pressure, how much pressure we are applying on a particular area. So in this way we can calculate the pressure and we can understand the meaning of a thrust and the pressure. I hope you have understood in a better manner. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and share it. Now watch for next video in this Guru Renuka Sudha channel. Okay, thank you.